Are we rolling? Do cameras even roll anymore?
Rolling shutter, maybe?
Oh yeah, if you got an iPhone. That's true. It does have a rolling shutter. Yeah. But it's not like the film is rolling.
But we still say film. We still say...
I'm so glad to have you here filming me today, Josh.
I do it.
Are we really rolling? Yeah. Oh, okay. Hey everybody, it's Joel with Vspot Vapes. We were totally stoked today to do a review and talk about how awesome the Joyetech eGrip is because we've heard rave reviews from everybody and their brother about how portable and stealthy this device is. And on the surface, it's got a great range of features. Small unibody construction with a built-in 1500 milliamp hour battery with variable wattage dial on it that allows you to control the wattage from 8 to 20 watts. It comes with a pre-built or a prefab coil head that is installed in the bottom at 1.5 ohms with a little airflow hole here. You fill it from the side from this little door here, and you got to have a needle tip bottle in order to do that. And you want to hold it upside down, as we learned the hard way, to fill that. Otherwise it just comes back out the second air hole. And it does have a removable 510 drip tip, but I don't think you'd want to go to anything shorter than this because the size of the device, anything shorter makes you feel like you're putting your hand in your mouth when you use it. Everybody raves about this device, and so we were super excited to get our hands on them and give them a review and kind of compare it to some other small form factor devices like the eLeaf iStick, the Yeehee SX Mini, the IPV Mini, and then a different form factor with the Innokin VV3 Nature Edition. But our experience has been rough, and some of it's probably self-induced on my part, but then there are some other things as well that we see as kind of quality control issues. So I'm a little apprehensive about trying to spin a review positively. We'll talk about this one first, which is the first one that I opened. And initially I put some 70-30 juice in here, so it was 70% VG, 30% PG, and I let the coil wick for a nice long time and kept getting dry hits out of it. And then, you know, you've got this adjustable dial on it for the wattage, and I don't know if you can get in on that.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you've got a 20 watt marker here, and I'm assuming that whatever is pointing at the light down here is what the wattage is set at. The instructions are ambiguous. It just says you turn it clockwise or counterclockwise to adjust the wattage, but it doesn't indicate which is which direction. So you've got to play with it and see if you get a dry hit, and if you do, then you're too high, and try dialing it the other way. So I'm not real thrilled about that. Then after my snafu of putting the 70-30 in there, not being able to get a decent hit, and it may have been my fault, I may have had the wattage up too high and it may have burned the coil. So then I drained it, put the coil in, put a new coil in, and refilled it with some 50-50 Vaporite Cherry Limeade. And ever since then, juice has been seeping out the bottom here between this gasket. It's not coming out around the coil head access panel there on the bottom. You know, and it's kind of a shame, like they give you a nice cool little tool to manage all this stuff, but no matter how long we let this thing sit and how much we try to clean it up, it just keeps seeping out the bottom. And I thought, well, maybe that's my fault from the draining process. I just got e-juice all over it. So then we decided we're going to try again, and as soon as we got this sucker open, we started looking at it. It's got scuff marks all over it from the factory. The fit and finish isn't quite right. Like this panel here bows out further than the top chromed steel cap. I mean, it doesn't look like a new device. We scratched our certificate of authenticity and went to Joyetech's website and it's authentic, which makes sense considering the source of where we got it from. So I don't really know what to attribute this to, because there's so many people that rave about this thing, but we've had nothing but bad experiences with it. So for now, we're not going to do a full review, just because of all the finicky things that we've had go wrong. We'll let this one sit and see if maybe over time that juice just drains out. I may have just inadvertently got juice where I wasn't supposed to, but the finish on this one leaves much to be desired. It really feels like a nice solid device. The weight is fantastic. I really wanted this thing to be awesome and to live up to the hype, but I'm just not impressed at this point. So it may be bad luck of the draw, and maybe some people out there can provide some feedback as to what we did wrong. You know, maybe I really did get off on the wrong foot with a 70-30 blend, and if anybody has any insight there on the juice that you should put in this thing, I'd love to hear from you. And know how anybody else that's had these problems got around those obstacles. But for right now, we're batting 0 here, and I'm not going to give this thing a buy recommendation. I mean, if you really want to buy one of these because you've heard such great things about it, maybe you'll get a great one. Maybe this is just a bum shipment that we got. Who's to say? I was really excited. They do have all sorts of assorted features for this thing. They have an RBA where you can build your own. It comes with a couple of pre-staged coils that you can purchase. Comes with extra cotton. It comes with extra Canthal to roll some new coils. Obviously, making coils on this, since it's not a 510 connector, it's a proprietary system. You can't measure the resistance on its own, but they do sell this 510 adapter that you could use the RBA on another device, I suppose, and measure your coil resistance using this on an ohm meter. But we're not even going to go that far with this today, just because of all the problems that we had with it. Again, this may be completely unusual, but our experience has been terrible, and I was really super excited to be excited about how good this device is. So if anybody has better experience with this, we'd love to hear from you, but it's been such a hassle today that I'm no longer enthused about this, and don't even want to try to do a comprehensive review video. You know, it does vape okay, I'll give them that. That part's good, but it's all the other little nitpicky, finicky things going wrong here that I'm not enthused about. So if you buy one of these and you have better luck than us, we'd love to hear from you. Maybe it's just not our day for the Joyetech eGrip.
Maybe that's why they put some painter's tape on it.
Yeah.
Just to keep it from closing. Because I think aside from...
Well, I don't know. Mine leaking is going to cause that paint to come right off, or the tape to come right off paint. No, I can wear it.
Well, it's getting warm too.
There it is. Here's vaping.
It has one small hole for the battery vent I've noticed on the side right here. I'm assuming that's what that's for. I don't know. Maybe that's just a pin holding it in or something.
Oh, no, I think that is the vent. Oh no, that's the hinge pin for the door.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, yours has the same sticker thing.
These scuff marks really piss me off, man. Like, really? Out of the box? Man, what's happened at the Joyetech factory? They're in Shenzhen? Probably. Everybody's in Shenzhen. Yep. I don't know. What a bummer. All the way up, and I've got fucking juice all over everything again.
It keeps on leaking.